Uh, it's shaky. Should we stable your video for you? Shit, I forgot my cigarette. I brought my coffee, though. Gotta show you something really pretty. It's a blue sky. It's a blue sky. Look, there's blue sky. No real clouds. Yeah, maybe them are real clouds too. I can't tell anymore. Look at the one passing. Can you see it? It's floating by. It's floating by like we should let every care and worry go wherever it needs to go. We don't want it anymore. Alright, here we go. Ouch, now I'm burning my fingers. Okay. Alright. Here we go. The word was manipulation. It just came into my head. It was like, oh, fuck. Manipulation. You know, there's so many ways to divide that word. Manipulation. Because I was thinking symbols. And rock carvings. Stone information. We have these symbols and we want to say it's all bad and it's from a bigger source of a cosmic thing. Well, you know what? We're all just birthing here, okay, guys? So many lies we've been fed, and the symbols, like, this is a pick, it's got fire. It's magic to some people, and, of course, to me, I love my fire, but it's so manipulation. Okay, everybody else can build a better mousetrap, but it can't be made. There are limits here, and man manipulates them. So here you take one thing and you try to elaborate on it. Well, that's okay too, because we should have it good. But when you make things to the point of destruction, so you have to go out and buy more, where is that? That's what's happened to America. We had equality at one time. We had I remember tourists from around the world when people really thought they were free. And yeah, we had commerce. We were doing money things and stuff like that. But you know what? It was because we felt the freedom to go ahead and do so. Nobody knew it was an illusion of grandeur for some other bigger cause. I am so happy to have this tech information to finally get confirmations that all this has been a bunch of bullshit. Really, just bullshit. Here, you have to have this. It's alright if you take a bike and make it lighter so you can race down those big old hills in the Tour de France. And, of course, all the drugs and other things like that. That's just stupid. Why can't we just show our own valor? Why do we have to take outside resources to show our valor? Come on. I remember the days when I was modeling and had to do all the eyebrows and everything perfect. This is when I really had a body. I have been heavier in my existence, and yes, I'm the lightest I've ever been, but people don't worry because everything in life is sun and breath and love. And I got all those, so, especially right now. Yes, for pretty sun. Get some gazing in as it's coming through the branches, and give thanks. Give thanks for all these things. Look how green and beautiful it is here. Because people are giving thanks. Somewhere, somehow, it is happening. For all this shit that's going on out there, I would have thought we'd be in bigger crap. But you know what? Crap is good because it stirs the garden and the soil to make and manifest growth, which is not a bad thing. And, some people's weeds, are my treasures. But when man can think, it can stipulate what another man can do or not, it's just downright manipulation. It's wrong. Okay? It's really wrong. Oh, here, you have to have this. And then with the banking systems, oh my gosh. To play somebody else's illusion. And I would be good with money. I mean, if I had money, I remember my days of having money. And I always let it go to the tiniest having nothing, and the next step I took, it'd be there. I don't know why things have changed now, but that's okay, because that's just the way it goes. I trust in the will of the universal law of creator, source, okay, that my God doesn't need to play their game anymore at all. I really would like to play it less, but we're still in the afterbirthing kind of part, maybe. To clarify all this, to clean out the system, to let it bleed into people taking back their inner strengths of their total being and spirit and soul for what we were placed here on this planet for. I give everybody permission. In fact, I make it a demand that you do it. Every morning you get up, you give thanks. And you say, I have another try to make it better. Make it more loving. And to make more sharing. I'm thinking today is green butter chocolate day. And then share the joy of the bounty of the beauty that we have. I mean, not that I have much more, but that's what I got, and I'm going to make something big out of it. Maybe a little sliced almonds and coconut. Ooh. I'll have to make 2 batches, one to hide for later. When shall we wake up to know we are not the slaves they've intended and created us to be? When? That's like when I had my nursery business and all the men of the clubs, we're the guys, we've got the shit. No, they don't have the shit. They were destroying everything. They were logging, they were burning, they were dumping shit, toxic waste into the reservoirs. Now we're talking the 70s and early 80s. Whatever happened before then as well, I don't know. But manipulation, like we know, like we have a clue. But see, the whole thing is where it'll elementally go where it needs to go after we get wiped off here. Wiped out of this illusion. I mean, I guess there's been so many tries that we just haven't the ability to get our heads out of our asses. I am seriously willing to not just be on the 5th dimension, but to go and make other good things happen. Let the kids run in the fields and chase butterflies. Let us be the game of love, instead of fear and hate and demise, the way it's been happening. When we separate from the village, we become nomads. And how do you spell nomad? N-O-M-A-D. So what does that mean? No is not. It's an N. But mad, so what? Because you have the freedom to travel all over, that makes you happy, so you're a nomad? To be able to live simply? To be able to enjoy all the surroundings and utilize it and give thanks for it? It sounds like fun to me. I always wanted and knew it sometimes in my life. I must have been a gypsy. I've actually been many things. So have you. And you need to incorporate that into your heart and your soul and give thanks for everything that you might think derogatory, negative, out of line, or whichever, because we are only the puppets here in this illusion to make the reality. So it's your choice, your free will. Do you want to bedlam and bullshit and hell? Or do you want it peace, joy, and love? Everything could have been so much simpler. We can't. I can't say we can't change and turn back time. You know, I can't do all that. I only have so much in my pea brain. Lima bean brain? Melon head? Anyway. Because for what I say, I describe and it becomes. It's always constant. Am I hearing myself? Do I listen to that inner voice and tell that poo-poo I'm flushing it like right now, and I'll flush it twice if I have to? It's a reoccurrence of itself if we don't catch on and try to help it. Either help it to keep it there or to eliminate it. I mean, and it is all just a perspective and a change of thought. But when you know you feel it in your heart, then you've made it somewhere. You've made it to the place where all life is. Here and now. Here and now. I have to set it up perfect. Here and now. And right now, it's pretty early morning. So life is just starting for this day. Of all those people who go out, they're not always going out to play. They're going out to work for a system that is a lie, that is a deceit and a dishonor to the human beings becoming. I mean, are we being human? Are we feeding those hungry children? Are we putting shoes on the feet of the ones who walk the desert? Maybe they don't want them. Maybe it's easier to walk in the sand. So how do we know? But are we really trying to assist? Because you know what we put out there, we receive. And tell you what, I know that for a fact. Okay? After many different incursions that have, I guess I had to create, because I'm in charge of whatever I'm doing or who I am or what is going on. But nothing stays the same. So always just move it on, man. Get rid of the crap that you really know in your heart don't make happy. Remove it. Eliminate it. If it controls you, then you need to get rid of it. If you control it, then play, expand, and share. As long as it's not detrimental, because harm to none. I mean, this should be the whole golden rule. Not do unto others as you have them do unto you, even though that's vital. But harm to none. Where's that? But harm to none. I mean, show respect, even to the material things. Show respect. Give it a kind due. Because that is doing unto other things as you want done to you. So if you show it respect, it'll last. It'll be there. It'll form a connection. You know, have a relationship with everything around you. The air, the water, the plants, the people, the animals, all of it. I'm amazed a hummingbird hasn't come by or a butterfly right now. Well, here comes the siren, so here we go. Civilization is waking up for this day. I'd hope they wake up for the systems of what the heck we've been recycling ourselves for to get here in this now. Seriously. Seriously, some manipulation. Do not believe in the bullshit that they've been feeding you. It's even the symbols part, because a lot of the negative took the positive and just reversed it. That's why evil is backwards live. So until you can see both sides and center within, to know that you're in charge of how and why and when and if anything can get changed and altered. The power is in you. The power is you. And until you recognize that, the shit's gonna keep hitting a fan. This is August 14th, and I am so cold. I want to put on another set of layers of clothes. I mean, I'm happy it hasn't rained, so my plants will get sunshine, but... It's flipping cold out here. And we gotta try not to take the manipulation personally. Try to put out their back that inner hum, that inner love, the we all should be oming all day. That should be our hum. Because it's all omega anyway, before, during, and after, which is here and now. Do not carry any of it. Do not project out there for what it could be, because who the heck knows what the universe wants us to do, or how we're supposed to do it, or why it's getting done. So, release, resolve, relinquish. Yeah. Release, resolve, relinquish. Well, I'm going to take my coffee in, and you're coming along for the walk, because I want to give you a recipe that if you're able to get this recipe, that maybe you should do it, because it's the Four Thieves vinegar. It's the vinegar that took care of the bubonic plague. Whoops, did I just do something? I thought I did something. I can't put my hand over those little dots, because that's the volume. This text stuff is great, but it sure is something that you gotta learn how to do it. Gosh. So, here we go. Through the house. Don't slam the door. Be respectful to the door. And here we go. Alright. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work, but here we go. Okay, here we are. Oops, here we are. Where's my notebook? 7 Thieves vinegar. Okay. I mean 4 Thieves. This got 7 ingredients, so I call it 7 Thieves, but it's 4 Thieves vinegar. Okay, you need rue. You need lavender, rosemary, sage, wormwood, and mint. Now all are 2 tablespoons except for the rosemary, which is 3. And you have 2 quarts of apple cider vinegar. You will combine all the dry herbs and vinegar. You will steep in a glass jar for 2 weeks. I suggest new to full moon. Strain off the liquid into a clean jar. Add 2 cloves of garlic, equals to about 2 tablespoons, and then steep another week. And there you go. It can be that simple. It can get rid of any of the parasites. I mean, because the plague was a bite that, you know, fleas in the old dirty times helped to get started and transfer out there. We got a lot of that stuff going on now. So the only thing I can try to say is, if you make the vinegar and you take 1 shot a day, it will help keep all the parasites at bay, away. Personally, I stick it in my cough tea. I do like vinegar and all that, especially apple cider. We'll see what happens. I just haven't gotten that kind of jar yet. You know. But also your state of mind. Keep it strong. Don't make it a state. Just be there. Be there in your light and your total set being. Just enjoy life. You know, what else can you do? Because if you're miserable, then you might have just, you know, I mean, you're making that misery. Every second is a change. Every minute is a newness, okay? So just incorporate that into your daily being, that no matter what, it's all as good as you want it or not. So, as I sit here and I'm done with what I wanted to do, but don't let the manipulation and the symbolism get to you, because the good was made into bad, and there is a good and a bad. And if you judge either side, it's all the same, which should be unconditional love, respect, and harm to no thing. Nothing. So with that, I'm going to enjoy my other thing and say farewell. It's all but a dream to this illusion of our existence.